Alright guys, check this out.
We still the boost from New York to LA. Power to the people that struggle every day. We still the boost from New York to LA. I get paid for my guys' sensation. We still the boost from New York to LA. Power to the people that struggle every day. We still the boost from New York to LA. I get paid for my guys' sensation.
Alright, sound familiar? Obviously it does. This is Bayside by Obskür. I tried to recreate it as faithfully as I could, but I did it with my own samples. So let's get into this. First of all, yes, free FLP, which means the first link in the description will get you this project file. These serum presets that you could see just here are going to be consolidated into audio files. If you want the actual serum presets here that I've used, they're from my pack Metamorphosis, which will also be linked down in the description below. But yes, you'll have audio files just consolidated of these sounds. Other than that, all of these samples will be included. This vocal as well, from directly ripped from Bayside. Obviously, in your own productions, do not use this exact vocal. It's just for reference here, alright? So starting with the drums, I like to begin with the kick here. This is kick 24 from my pack Contraband, my other pack. In fact, all of these drums are from that same pack Contraband. This is the sample pack, my sample pack, which is also linked in the description down below. But all of the ones I've used in this FLP will be included. But if you want more, you could find the pack. So this is kick 24. And then with this clap number 1, slightly pitched down 45 cents, and I've just, as you can see, I've routed the kick and clap and all the drums actually through the drum bus with a FET CB with heavy compression. If I just play the kick and the clap, you'll be able to just see what it's doing here. About 10 milliseconds of attack, so you can get those transients through. Pretty slow release. 2.1 ratio to 1, threshold around 7 decibels. Nothing on the output. Next we've got this hat number 6. Very nice. This top loop number 13. And the other thing you'll notice, I've put a love filter just to cut off the highs and add some resonance for some warmth without that. So with it, it becomes way more texture layer. I've kind of done a similar thing with the clap, I believe. Yeah, so with the clap, I added distortion first, just an ever so slight bit. Then convolve as like a reverb, but it's gated reverb. So here you can see when the reverb comes in, is not exactly on the attack, it's slightly later. And that gets that sort of delayed reverb effect, gated reverb. Originally, I think from the 80s, 70s or 80s, when they accidentally discovered it. So it's kind of a cool effect that we can recreate here digitally. Okay, and then a soft clipper on top, just to lower the level, because without it, it's pretty loud. So it's minimal effect, but we're crushing it a bit together, making it a bit warmer. So the kick, hat, and clap together. Sound selection is very important for when it's like house music like this, because it's very simple. Cool, so all the drums, like I said, even this top loop, going into that same drum bus. So then next we have these hats. Now you'll notice there's a loud one here on the offbeat and a quiet one on the beat. And this is just a cool technique I almost do in all of my productions. And I like it, it fills the space quite a lot. It makes it sound very pumping, very techno-y, you know. Convolve on that again, so that's gated reverb essentially, and a love filter to just cut off those frequencies quite harshly, because without, it's very loud. I want to put this in the background, you know. So we get that pumping sound. Then lastly, we've got these the same hats, hat 30 here, at random bits to just give that rhythm. That sounds sick in my opinion. So all the hats together create this like nice dancey groove that just, I don't know, I fuck with it heavy. Alright, let's move on to these stabs that are like iconic recreations of that Bayside sound. These are also from Contraband. So this is just pitch down 200 cents. And then also 50 cents extra pitch down for like detuning. Just because that's what the sound in Bayside is like. And then we have one that's originally an F in the shot. And I've just put it up 400 cents. And then this is the D, but I put it up 200 cents. And then again, around 50 cents down in pitch for the detuning. And then here we have another F, but this is unique and only 200 cents up. So we get this. And that's the exact melody from Bayside. Like I said, all of these synth shots you can find, like these stabs, I've got a bunch here. These are all different genres. Like some are way heavier for like bass house, but you'll see these are the 3 that I used. But there's other way heavier stuff in here as well. So honestly, very faithful recreation. I don't know why I keep saying There's 2 different words in English, isn't it? Because you have like recreation as in like a reproduction, but recreation is like fun, right? Such a weird way how this language works. So let's get into the actual serum presets here. Like I said, these will be consolidated into audio files. If you want the actual serum presets that I'm using, it's Metamorphosis. It's also linked in the description down below. My 2 packs are Metamorphosis and Contraband. The bass is Bass Classico. Minor adjustments here. Turned off oscillator A and the sub. Just leave oscillator B on. Put it on basic mini and just leave it on wavetable position 1. Random down. I think it was already down, but if it wasn't, just put it on 0. The LFO one, it was like this. I just shuffled it like that. And that's it. I don't think I touched anything else in the FX, except I added this EQ with the frequency at 93 here on the high pass. And I think that's it. If anything, I touched the distortion as well. But yeah, very simple bass line. And then this sub, it's just sub afro. I haven't touched it at all. Actually, one thing that is very important, obviously because we detuned everything, you can see here I also detuned oscillator B by about 60 cents, even though it should be like 56, but I like that it sounds a bit different. So about 60 cents down. I've done that with the stabs as well, remember? So that's why. The sub I've also detuned, as you can see, minus 65, minus 65. Add the stabs. Add a little sidechain. And as you can see, the stabs are actually not fully going into the sidechain. I'm putting 64% here in the master and 83% here in sidechain. Now, these levels are exponential, which means they don't add up to 100%. And they're not supposed to. Alright guys, that's it. Let me know how I did. One thing I want to say, I just dropped the song. Here's the music video. You gotta watch it. Drop a comment and a like. Alright, peace out.